I've been playing Treyarch Zombies since back when Nocturne Toten was the only map, so I feel pretty confident in my ability to discern what would make an enjoyable Treyarch Zombies game and what wouldn't, at least when using the past games as a basis. As a fan from 2008, I can recall watching videos regarding hidden text in certain walls in Noct, a hidden turret in Verrückt, the method to cause the match to reset to round 1 on Shinonuma with a few well-placed grenades, to theory videos if Area 51 was World of War DLC 4. I've never had trouble always filling my nights with zombies content, while also making memories with friends. Oh, we're definitely going to break round 20 tonight. I always found myself genuinely enjoying the game mode and the community. That was until Black Ops 4. Playing Black Ops 4 felt like realizing the person you fell in love with all those years ago has actually been lying through their teeth since day one because they were only interested in your wallet. My love sort of tapered off with Cold War, although it could still hold my attention some nights. What even is Vanguard? Yeah, so all in all, this franchise has become a shell of its former self. Now, do you recall the days of World of War and Black Ops 1? Oh, the nostalgia. If you were as fortunate enough as me to experience those days as it was still new, you'll have a definite appreciation for the early qualities which allowed the game mode more room to grow and thrive. The early iterations reek of passion, and that makes sense considering how the story we've been told of how difficult it was convincing the executives to allow a fantasy zombie mode in an ultra-realistic shooter about the largest conflict mankind has ever witnessed. From the excellent voice acting for arguably some of the most fleshed-out characters in gaming, to the story grounded in real conspiracies surrounding vague cult-like organizations, the integrity of the core gameplay was not compromised. The pacing was right, with only a pistol and 500 points to start out with. Each game added something to make it a little easier for newer players, until the challenge was entirely lost with Black Ops 4. Why should I fear getting stuck in a corner when I have a rechargeable get-out-of-jail-free card called the Specialist Weapons? At least Black Ops 3 had the decency to make the player earn the sword, or gauntlet, or skull of non-stopway first. Even the inclusion of Gobblegums was a great choice for the community as a whole, since many of them enabled for a refreshing approach to gameplay, and breathed life into the YouTube community, as it had been steadily increasing until peaking when Noah J456 reached about 100,000 live viewers when completing the Revelations Easter egg. All of this is to say that there were many times when the balance of the mode was right, and this can easily be achieved again, especially considering now that there is an extra year of development, now that Activision has been bought out by Microsoft. With that being said, let's get into my actual wish list for the next Treyarch Zombies game mode, whatever it'll be called. My first point is that I would like only at most 2 maps. There would be no union of efforts across the community. Back on Black Ops 4, with 4 maps launching, the community was fractured and there was too diverse Easter egg hunting, so the Easter egg hunting process was slow, painful, and boring. One more point I would like cool and not annoying characters. I think that this one speaks for itself. I would also like minor cosmetic customization related to career challenges. So as a point, we had face paints in Black Ops 4. So what if something small like golden gloves for completing a map's main Easter egg quest were to be added? Something small enough that it wouldn't break the immersion, nor take too much time and resources away from other more important features and, updates, but something small just to show off that extra flair. My next point is I would like a 4 perk limit to return. However, I would like 5 for solo with quick revive being included as well. I think that 4 perks would allow for greater pressure on your choices, so you can't just maximize points, farm it all up, and then just be able to just get to god-like status by getting all the points every time. I want there to be more importance on the choices. Now, I also don't want there to be 4 perks to be selected on the game menu before the match actually launches. I want it to be static and at most change something like Shinonuma, where Speed Cola and Juggernaut were to vary back and forth. I would like the next iteration of Dead Ops Arcade. I was always a big fan of the one from Black Ops 1. I played some of the one in Black Ops 3, and I don't know if there was ever another one added, but those are the only two that I have really ever known. I really liked those. My next request would be zombies-specific character levels. So, I don't want multiplayer and zombies to have a shared level progression system. That just doesn't seem like it would be very cash money. My next request is that if there is to be a season pass or battle pass, which I think is a pretty obvious given, I would like the zombies progression to be fair and balanced, as well as being tied to XP. That way it'll incentivize more efficient zombie slaying to make some real progression. The concern of sitting in a corner or just training on round 5 to rack up maybe 5 tiers of the battle pass. I haven't played the game in a long time, but 5 tiers of the battle pass, that concern would just be alleviated. I would also like the gobblegums / elixirs fun and worthwhile using. This is what pops up on Google when I search the phrase Nebulium Plasma. Nebulium Plasma is a microtransaction currency found within Call of Duty Black Ops 4 Zombies, and is a revamp of the liquid divinium currency found in Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Nebulium Plasma is used to obtain elixirs and talismans, which are revamps of the gobblegums from Black Ops 3. Yeah, so as you probably heard, everything about the BO4 gobblegum system deserves disrespect. I'm not even going to further refer to them as the proper name. It's the gobblegums 2.0. I never used a single talisman when playing Black Ops 4, ever. They're all trash and have zero personality. The gobblegums were colorful and fun, and with a clear image to indicate their purpose. Just do that again. Just Control-C, Control-V the code for gobblegums and put it in the next game, and honestly, that'll be good enough for me. I want the maps in the next game to have the same atmosphere as Black Ops 3 did. So for Shadows of Evil, there was the fog, the lights, the jazz of the era, the performance by Jeff Goldblum and Ron Perlman, the depth of each of the characters, such as the motivations for their sins. Who here remembers the Trip Mine Easter egg for the donut and devil dogs? What was your earliest round to unlocking Pack-a-Punch? And who can forget that epic chanting as it unlocks? I don't know if I could ever pick, if I could ever definitively pick a favorite map from Black Ops 3, but Shadows of Evil would definitely be up there. Honestly, every map of BO3 is up there in terms of atmosphere. It's just absolutely beautiful, and you can tell it just reeks of passion. The sound design, the lighting, the flow of the map, certain sound triggers as you enter into certain areas, just bring it all back. My next request is the Zombies exclusive Dark Matter camo. Call of Duty usually gets weapon camos right, even if it was barely right at some times. My one biggest gripe with the camos was the Black Ops 4 camo kill requirements, because they were the dumbest thing about that game. I can recall Greg FPS getting Dark Matter, and that was absolutely insane, so I respect the sheer amount of time required for the grind. But man, 3,600 headshots per assault rifle, just so I can fully unlock the extra 6,000 extra conditional kills, 50 heavy zombies kills, and 10 mini-boss kills. That's the requirement for gold for a single weapon. Yeah, no thank you. Make it more balanced. I did appreciate the Cold War system from what I can recall from the time I played. I would just like an absolute avoidance to the Black Ops 4 sheer insanity for the challenges. I would also like leaderboards on day 1. That has been too long since that has been a thing since day 1. I would just like that. Just don't even argue about it. I just want it back on day 1. My next point is challenges and Treyarch's incredible calling cards with each one. I've always remembered the personality of Black Ops 3 calling cards as well as the mastery animated ones, and I think that gave a lot of incentive for me to get a lot of those challenges done. It was something to grind for, and it was something cool to grind for. It wasn't just a couple extra pixels for next to my player card. It's like, okay, yeah, that makes it all worth it. No, the calling cards, sometimes they do get them right. Dark Ops challenges for Black Ops 4 did not get right. I don't know why I had to reset my challenge stats just to get that one Dark Ops challenge. It sucks, it had no point. Why should I literally delete my time? No, I would like for them all to be unlockable through skill and not by the deletion of any stats. And also, I don't want any blue screens or bricking of anyone's systems. I think that really captures all of it and wraps it all up. So all in all, I don't really mind paying 60 or 70 bucks for a well-developed game. As a longtime fan of Treyarch Zombies, basically since day one, it has both been a blessing and a curse to have been with this community for as long as I have. It is simply my wish that this product stays in the oven long enough, because when is anything good when it's half-baked? With this series' track record of every single amount of polishing, will go a very, very long way. So as long as the game testers and developers are being treated like decent and respectable human beings, I don't know a whole lot about what's happening back there, but I do know that it's never worth any expense of any worker or developer just to advance that product by any amount. It is my hope that Microsoft delivers a good experience, allows the team to work as passionately as they want to about the features which they feel most important to implement, and that this game doesn't get rushed and pushed out the door before it's ready. Yeah, that's basically my wish list. Yeah, cool beans. Y'all take care and have a great, great day.